Hi, my name's Duncan Alderdice, and the reason I'm making these videos is to document the journey I make while becoming the person that I am. And today's Tuesday. Did 72 dials today, so still low. Yesterday didn't make a video. I was 64 dials. One book demo today that I fucking actually worked hard for. I was very proud of myself for actually sticking with it, because it was one of those ones which was I could tell he did not trust me from the beginning. And he did not trust me because of, I assume, the similar service providers and similar calls like this that he had received. And I mean, through enough hard work, determination, perseverance, enough time spent emphasizing the fact that he sounded like he had good intentions when it came to the service that he provided, that he wasn't just in it for money, and that grew frustrated with people who are just doing it for the money kind of sake. And then I was trying to go like, no, what you're doing right there actually lines up. Number one, it lines up fundamentally with the mission and values of the company whom I represent, but also the problem that the people that we find for the professionals who are part of the program will be more than happy to be dealing with somebody like you. Like it was one of those situations where it was like, hey, I'm not being persistent just to get it, but it's like oh no, like I feel like the world is worse off if you are not a part of this program. You're actually, your heart is in the right place for this. So that's that. I was happy with this. I've been a little sluggish the past 2 days. What's interesting is I'm learning the difficulty of actually sticking to things that you set yourself out to do. Because I don't, it's not that I don't have that same drive, but when you start a new thing, there's a lot more excitement, energy, purpose. It's like, I have to fucking stick to this. That makes you want to do it. That incentivizes you to do it. But right now, not right now, it just is. I have reached a point, which is why I didn't make the video yesterday, where it is now approaching that grind phase, where it's like, you have to fucking do it, even though you don't want to do it. You don't get no enjoyment out of saying that you are doing it, but you still have to show up. So that's that. I'm going to write shit down. This one's going to be a very quick one. The reason I did an intro right there, though, is because I got a comment on a video. Let me see if I can actually pull it up. A comment on one of the other videos. There was a person, his name's Ivan P, and he left a comment saying on one of the videos, I think it was the one that, actually, let me just find it. Saying essentially, what are you talking about? And initially when I saw it, well, it seemed like it was a little bit of on the more negative side than positive. Like, it wasn't like this is an amazing video. Hold on. Let me find it. Yeah. He goes, what are you talking about? And then so I reply, going like, which part specifically? Because I know that in the video, it's 15 minutes long, and there's plenty of things that I speak on. And then he goes, all of it. There's absolutely no explanation as to who you are, where you are, what you are doing, and why. It's 100% meaningless for a random listener. And it felt like just like a negative comment to begin with. But I thought to myself before replying to it, going, if it is a negative comment, me either ignoring it or indulging in that aspect of it isn't going to help. And that thinking actually turned out to be right, which was fucking cool, for not a reason what I was expecting. Because I go like, that's a fair point and appreciate the feedback, blah, 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 blah. Good to know your first impression, though. And then so that's where I thought the conversation was going to end, which would just at Because like he does make a good point, going like, okay, so there is no explanation to who I am, correct, where I am, what I'm doing, or why, and it is 100% meaningless for the random listener. Like all of the things that he's saying are accurate observations about the videos that he was watching and the videos that I have made thus far. But it was interesting to know, going like okay, so someone who has no context of who I am or idea who I am learns nothing by watching these videos. And so if I actually want it to grow, because of course you should try to make it grow. Hi Luna. It's Luna. To make it grow, I should do it well. Like, because why would you want to do something half-assed? But then so because my comment back was just essentially, in short, being like, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not really trying. Not that I'm not really trying, but I haven't started trying yet. But it's not so much that I'm not really trying. It's more I'm trying to figure it out. So yeah, like when you say all of the things, yes, all of it's accurate. And then he goes, you're naturally good on camera and speak well. That's why I was so surprised there was no context. With some context and a theme, there's no reason why you won't be a success. Good luck. I remember reading that and like my body felt warm. Like that like that was a real legitimate comment from a person on the video, that like that was, it was very inspiring. And so I thought over the weekend what I should use as the intro. I think what I said today is what I'm going to be using for the time being until I figure something else out. But it just is more, I think it's just more, it's one of those things where you go like, that's like, the negative comment, you may perceive it as negative initially, but don't engage with it as though it is the way you would think that it is. Because actually what it might turn out is to be a source of inspiration for you later, which is not like it's less of a like, oh yeah, I know what I'm talking about, but more again just like a wow, like it fucking impacted me. Like it was like a yeah. But anyways, what I'm learning is that sticking to the things you set yourself out to do is much more difficult than starting to do the things that you set yourself out to do, which I think actually is fundamentally the reason why the continue part of continue is very important, because the start part is fun and not easy, but it's like, oh, we're starting this new thing, we're bettering our life, yeah. But like continuing to do it actually involves committing to the thing that you set yourself out to do past the point where it feels fun to start to do the thing that you set yourself out to do. But that's what's going on. Okay, so I just gotta laugh because like literally as soon as I finished recording the last video right there, I got an incoming call from a guy, and the consequence of that incoming call was another book demo. It was an easy conversation, and specifically this one, as well as the one that I booked earlier today, I've booked for myself to actually host the demo, rather than booking it for somebody else, like because they want me to get comfortable with hosting the demos such that I can transition into the account executive role more seamlessly. But it's just, I think what is just strange sometimes is just when because like things weren't going well. I felt I wasn't really sticking to shit and all that. But then like, I guess that's what it is. In sticking to it initially and staying with something, oftentimes on your days where you feel you're underperforming, you will be rewarded for the previous performance you've been doing. Because this guy called me, but the only way that would happen is if I had made all the calls before getting to today at this point, having that. as well as then, because I also was thinking, well, like, I wonder if November is like a slower month for people. Um, but then I asked the manager this, and he gave the answer that I was expecting him to, because I also think that this answer is the right answer that makes the most sense. Being, it's a good month if you think it's going to be a good month, and it's a bad month if you think it's going to be a bad month. Like, whether it is or it is, you're right, kind of the idea. And there's point proof and explanation of that. So, feeling good. Things are going well, and it's reassuring. There's no part of me that thinks that something's gonna fuck up, but what is reassuring is that it's the conceptually speaking, the good behaviors that I thought would make me would lead to a better life version of myself and for myself currently are doing that. So that's it's always fun when that happens. I'll see you later.